I think it does make sense for me logically, theologically, and both spiritually too.
So what is the logical? When you say logically, I'm sure it's not everything. There must be some. Give me the logic. I want to understand where the problem is. Like, where is the logic? Is it on?
Islam says, first of all, Islam Christianity. From how Adam was removed from paradise for eating the wrong apple. That story. And up to the Noah from God flooding the world. And then basically up to the part of Jesus. I'd say Islam and Christianity are actually.
They are the same, right? They come together.
Yeah, they're the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So this points where we believe Jesus was a prophet just like Adam, Noah, and all these other people. He was born of Virgin Mary. Basically, he was a prophet sent by God. So from this deviation, it's the first where Islam and Christianity deviate, right?
That's one of the areas. Yes, that is right. Yeah. Because there are some parts. Not only that. I think it's one of the areas. Yes, Christianity, especially from the death of the crucifixion. Let me use the word crucifixion. That's what.
So from when I say Islam makes perfect sense logically for me, when Christianity believes Jesus is a God in flesh, right?
That's right.
He came to die for human sin.
That's right.
So when I say logic, God is an almighty, omnipotent being that we can't even grasp understanding of from how the universe is this big and all this, right?
I agree with you on that. Is the Almighty? Is it so? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him dying on the cross? That's it.
Okay, may I believe that there's no way such an omnipotent and omniscient being will need to sacrifice any type of blood to forgive anyone. I believe an omnipotent.
No, Lini.
1 second.
Okay. We're listening to you, Lini. I get you the logic. Continue.
Such a being.
God is very powerful. We all understand. We agree. I agree with you that.
Such a being requiring
to die on the cross.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's my internet that is unstable. I get
sorry. My voice was cutting off because of this echo.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is such a being for him to say, because he's going to limit himself when he says blood needs to be spilled for me to forgive. So when I say logically, it makes sense for me. You think such a being who's so powerful will need, can't that being just say, ask for forgiveness and I forgive you. I don't need any blood spilling and anything else. Ask for forgiveness sincerely and I forgive you.
Okay. I agree with you in terms of power, very powerful. Why should you have to die? But let me understand from this point on. What is the whole purpose of death? What is it? The whole purpose of Jesus dying in Christianity? What is the intention? Do you know the purpose of that? Because that I can be able to answer it from the other side.
I don't think we say we died in Islam. Jesus didn't die.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus,
What
before he was crucified, God took him to the cemetery.
Which I know that's what the Quran says in terms
so
of.
Still alive to see.
Is that one we agree? In fact, we agree with the Christianity and Muslim. We agree almost. Let me use the word 80% in terms of what happens. For example, you're saying Jesus is alive, is in heaven. Christians agree the same. They believe Jesus is alive, and they're like, So the differences happen where you mentioned the death, and I asked, why do you think Christians believe he died? From the Christian point of view, not according to your understanding. Why do you think the Christians believe he died?
I think they believe that because they say for Jesus, God, how for God to show how much He loves humans.
Okay, not just to show, but they believe that they will be saved, right? That by dying on the cross, yeah, he kind of took on their sin and the like. So between Christianity and a Muslim, we have a word called sin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all believe sin. So how the Christianity says the way of dealing with the sin, Jesus died. Therefore, first of all, we define sin. We call it what? Separation from God. So sin separates man from God. Yeah. So in Christianity, they believe the death on the cross brings together man close to God, and Jesus takes the punishment for that. How is this accounted for in the Muslim? How salvation is done? How am I going to be assured that I'm also, because now in Christianity, I think the statement goes, if you believe, you'll be saved. Believe that he died, whatever happens. How does it happen in Muslim, in the Islam world? How do you get saved? How do I get to reach heaven?
How you get to heaven is to follow what was told you must do. First of all, the core of Islam itself is believing in one God. You cannot associate partners with Him. You cannot say, you cannot associate anybody with Him. He's one, and He's one being alone. And it's one of the chapters in the Quran, Al-Ahad, and it's also His names, the Ahad, the one. So, believing in one God, and then following what He has told you to do. So this includes prayer, avoiding sin, and fasting during the month of Ramadan. These are the pillars of Islam. Following this will get you to heaven. And when you make a mistake, this you have to ask for repentance. There's nobody else that can intercede for you. You don't go to Imam. Where you just ask for God, I sinned, forgive me, and that's it. You and God alone. Only He can forgive you.
So are you telling me that there is nothing else that can... I mean, it is my work. Let me call it my work. Is it my work that if I have to be a Muslim today, what I do is what determines whether I get...
Sorry?
Riza, you asking something?
What about saying Shahada?
Oh yeah, Shahada. La ilaha. La.
Yeah. This is when someone enters in Islam, you have to declare there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is His last messenger. No one else will come after him. So the message of Islam is complete that way.
Okay, so the point is not clear. For example, you said, okay, initially you said if I work hard. Kwalbi is asking who is a Muslim here. Lini is from the Muslim background, Kwalbi, and Riza does not believe in religion, if I heard him well. Kwalbi, I believe you are from the Muslim background, right? Kwalbi? I believe so. Okay, he's muted. Okay, we can't hear him, so you can help on that. My biggest problem is this: Christianity declares that by believing in Jesus who died on the cross, you will get to heaven. In Muslim, you said you have to do good. You mentioned 3 things. I remember reading the Quran, do good, fast, and the like. And that's all.
Basically, the pillars of Islam will just say that.
So, let's say the end has come today. We have the end of the world now. Will you go to heaven yourself?
It's not up to me. It's up to God.
So you don't know?
No. The thing is, in the Quran, God says, no one gets to heaven only through my permission. Whether they are prophets will get judged from Adam to Muhammad, and humans too. Do you understand? On the day of judgment, everyone's deed book will be open from the beginning to the end. And God is the judge of it.
He's the judge of that.
It's called, yeah.
Now let me ask you, Alini, there is this part of the I don't know the verse, you just have to help me, which says that you have to sin. God wants you to sin. Not, okay, let me use the word Allah to distinguish between the Christianity and the Qualibi. Thank you, I've seen that, I confirm. So Qualibi is also from the Islam background, and Lini, so you can help each other where you think you can help me to understand, answer those questions. That Allah wants me to sin. If I don't sin, He will wipe me from the world and replace me with a person who can sin. Is there a verse like that? Is it true? Does it exist?
I don't think so.
Qualby?
Yes.
Okay, which verse is that? Maybe I can write it down.
It's not actually a verse.
So it says...
It is said according to the narration of the prophets.
Okay, what does it say? You can just help us to understand. What does it say?
He said that if the world wouldn't have been sinning, when God was creating human beings, the angels asked him, "Why are you creating these people who sin?" So God told them, if people wouldn't have sinned, I will avoid them and replace them with others. This can show how God likes to forgive.
Okay, so it's not in the Quran. Is the verse, please? You can share the verse.
1 second. It comes from the hadith, the narration of the prophets.
Oh, okay. It's from the hadith. And so it doesn't say explicitly that God will wipe out those who don't sin and the like.
In this hadith, it's more of God showing He loves repentance more than anything. Someone repenting to Him.
Okay. I don't know. Then that is what I was. So it doesn't explicitly say you will wipe out. If I don't sin, He wants me to sin, and the wipe replace me.
It says like you sin, but those who sin and repent are the best of the sinners. But they don't say those who don't sin are worse than those. Those who don't sin even are better than those who sin. But God likes the most.
Wait, you said those who sin are better than those who don't sin?
No, those who don't sin are better than those who sin.
Oh yes. That one I agree with you.
The best of sinners are the ones who repent.
Okay, all right, that's okay.
Okay, and what about jihad?
Oh yes, that was our
jihad.
What's jihad?
First of all, jihad is basically striving the path of God. There's many forms of jihad. There's first of all, I think the one you guys are referring to, war, and then there's the second one, jihad of nafs, and then there's many more jihad. And first of all, the second one, the jihad of nafs, it's when someone strives to fight against his desires to sin. So that's jihad.
Oh, okay.
And I think... Continue.
Yeah, continue. We're listening. I'm trying to comprehend
and
that.
the first jihad war, and during the time of the prophets, war, jihad was meant in the way of when people attack you, because there was a pagan worship around the time, right? So it's one way defending yourself is jihad, and also defending. So that is basically it, defending yourself, and why it's basically jihad.
Maybe the famous form of jihad that most of who don't have a background from Islam have come across. This one talking about the jihad of killing themselves or something like that. I'm sure that is what Riza is referring to. Yes. Could you just expand on that? What is this? I heard someone say that also, that we declare jihad on Christians, something like that. Could you just put it clear? What is that? What's that jihad against Christians, or jihad against non-believers? Let me use the word non-believers here to mean all others who are not Christians, or who are not Islam. the jihad that is very known by many, the one that is violent. What is that? Could you just put it?
Beheading.
Yes, beheading. That's right.
Let me answer for you that question you wrote down that says, why should I become Muslim?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let me tell you, number one, Muslim connects you directly to your Creator. You don't need to go to priests to ask for forgiveness, to ask for something you want, or for stealing. Muslim says you must ask for yourself. That's number one why you should.
Okay.
It's a question in life. That question is, who is my Creator? Like in Christianity, they confuse that we have three gods. They say God created us, and they still say we have three gods. Yeah.
Is that true? No, I don't think that's true. They say three gods.
Oh, I think it's that Catholic notion of God the Father, God the
Son and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, but that is what Christianity is all about. Is that three gods? I don't know, but I believe that Christianity believes in one God. Islam believes in one God. The difference is, how is that God? Yeah, how do you describe your God? Because Christianity, they believe God exists in different forms. I mean, could be one God in other experience or different persons. Let me use the word persons. In Islam, only one God with the 99 names, right?
Yeah, one God.
One God, 99 names.
99 properties, yeah.
Oh yeah, but you don't, yeah. But I don't think, I've never heard a Christian saying they have three gods. That I've never heard anywhere, or written anywhere that.
But it's like, how do I say this? In Christianity, God is in three forms.
Kwalbi, I understand. Kwalbi is going for prayer. He'll be back. Thank you, Kwalbi. We are waiting for you. Welcome back.
I think God exists in three forms. First of all, it's the Holy Spirit, the Father, and the Son.
Yes.
And in the Bible, I think there's many instances where I don't think it's like they're separate entities, where the Father prays to the Father. I mean, the Son prays to the Father.
Yes, that's right.
Verse of that in the Bible.
There's a word they use called incarnation, like God incarnate. I mean, they use the word, I think, fully man, fully God, something like that, which means that he's a God and he's got human and the like. So the human side can always, when you become a man of flesh, you can always pray for God. Okay, continue.
I think that question itself at the core, which is to go back a little bit. What is the reason or the purpose for God dividing and becoming three?
Okay, from creation, let me ask something. Does the Quran refer to God as us, or does it say I? Because in Christianity, I think because of that number, when the first verse of the Bible, if I open it here, says, God says, let us create. I think so. He says,
in the Quran, God, Allah, refers to himself as we and us.
Why does he refer to us we and is himself?
In simple terms, in Arabic, the word many is royally used by kings and people of majestic backgrounds. So when he says we, it's like a king referring to himself. You see, it's like how do I say it? A higher form of referring to himself.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
First, I remember I was asking about jihad. I hadn't fully answered that.
Yeah, that I want that question answered. Sana. Before.
Now, do you know that the verse specifically states there's no compulsion in religion? No one can be forced to enter it.
Yes, that one I've heard about it is there. There's a verse saying no compulsion, but at the same time there is a verse saying who goes to heaven. Christians, Muslims or Christians, or who, or both? I mean, who can get to God, who can get to heaven on the last day?
Whoever follows this message and the word of God. Because it says the people of Adam, during the time of his children and so on, they followed the teachings of Adam, and he was a prophet. So they're gonna go to heaven if they followed, and if they denied the words, Noah, so on. Also, until the time of Jesus, there was Christians who truly followed Jesus because you believe that the Bible was altered. It's not the original Bible.
Okay, before you go that topic, I think I've seen that there is no compulsion is on Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 256. It says, "There is no compulsion in religion. The right path has become distinct from the wrong." Right? Which I see it as being liberal. Let me use the word liberal on that. Isn't there a ayah which says only the believers can go to heaven? Or
yeah.
Which one is
As
it?
I said, believers are those people who are of the book. Which book do you want to know?
Oh.
To each nation the prophet sent by them. Because in the Quran, God says, to each people I have sent a messenger. And each people or group, whoever follows or denies, it's up to him, right? So that's it. If you follow the word of your messenger and to call for to worship one God, then you're the people of the book.
Let me ask you, Salini, which is, I understand, thank you for that. You are really helping in terms of providing some of these details. I've gotten those verses. If you believe in the messenger, why has the messenger has to be in every communication, in every... can we have, like, say, God without having messenger attached? Is that possible? Does it happen anywhere?
Sorry?
I'm saying, can you have God without messenger? Can you? Because I can hear you saying those who listen to the messenger, those who listen. Between God and messenger, first of all, we understand God is higher than the messenger, right?
Yeah.
So, can you have salvation without the messenger?
No, if God gave you salvation directly, yeah.
Without the messenger?
He can't. Almighty, remember?
Okay. Yes, He's Almighty. I understand. So I can be a Muslim without announcing or saying a messenger or something, because that's separation. That's separation between messenger and the Almighty. Exactly. How is that different?
Yeah, I think also it's like a test in its way. So if God sent angels or directs to you, is that a test? He's giving you the answer. If God sent angel, you see these beings, then you will immediately believe they're telling the truth, right? Or if God directly give you what's called wahi, revelation to you directly.
Wahi, okay, yes.
Isn't that giving you the answer directly? Which beats the test of this life. So life itself is a test to strive for better, So that's why messengers are mostly sent to believe or to not believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I understand, the messenger is sent. So therefore, in our belief, if I want to believe as a Muslim, I want to be a Muslim, I must have a messenger by my side. I must be able to declare a messenger all the time. I can't.
What messenger are you talking about?
Muhammad.
Yeah. Each people, which messenger was sent by them? The message in the day of judgment, when everyone is being judged, all messengers will be there, and each messenger, the people who the messenger was sent to, will be behind them. Do you see what I mean?
Okay, I get you.
And also, the pillars of Islam, there are things you have to believe in to be Muslim. And tu'mina billah, you have to believe in God. Wa malaikati, you must believe in the angels. Wa kutubi, you must believe in the holy books. So this isn't only the Quran. You must also believe that God sent Jesus with the Injil or Bible as you call it. Actually, there's 5 holy books to 5 different prophets sent. You must believe on all those books. You can't choose one and deny one, even if they've been changed.
So between
One second.
okay, finish up.
You must believe in all the prophets that are in the Quran.
And you must believe the Bible, right? The Bible,
Yeah.
the Quran. You're saying you must believe on all books.
Yeah, all the holy books that were sent. The Injil, the Torah, as the Jews worship. And
Okay.
also the final pillar of Islam being وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرَةِ. You must believe in the day of judgment.
Then why is there a difference between those? Why is there a difference? For example, what we mentioned earlier, Lynn, me and you, we discussed about where they differ. We differ in terms of that difference of death, no death. Why can't it be one message all through? If there was death, why are the 3 books not the same? I mean, where did it change? Who messed where? Where is the difference? Because last week I was sharing, the last week with somebody that
It's like during different periods of time, humanity was in different places. And all those different places, people were different circumstances of living, right? Say 5,000 years ago, do you think the common those people 5,000 years ago, the common knowledge would be common knowledge today?
of course not.
That's why each group and period, they had their messages. But also, I think there's a point trying to make why different books, right?
Yes.
First of all, the first one also applies here. Yeah, each group and their period its own book. And also this I wanted to see. Those other books in the Quran, God says they've been interfered with. And the Quran, it takes a promise and covenant himself to preserve it himself. So that it will not be corrupted until the day of judgment. I don't think I can hear.
Yeah, Reza, are you there? Reza, are you there? Yeah. What do you think? Reza believes otherwise, that it doesn't matter where for him, he thinks religion is all about something to hold on, just to comfort ourselves. Like, you think there should be no religion? What do you think?
I think religion should be.
It should be.
I just don't think it's real.
So how do you know what is good, what is bad? How do you know moral and unmoral if you have no religion?
Morals, like at the end of the day, me personally, I believe in being a good person, like not being told by a book.
I get you.
Like, just be a good person in general.
Riza, let me ask you something. We are a group of people, we are born in a forest, like those guys you see in some southern part of South Africa somewhere, where they have never ever met the world. They believe that any other person who comes who doesn't belong to them should be cannibalized. Yes, and the like. So if they have no moral conduct somewhere there which guides, then according to them, it is okay to just, if they see you, you try to pass by, you should be made a meal or something like that.
I think the point where Reza was making, Reza, you said you don't believe on anything, or you don't believe in religion, but there's a God.
I feel like there is a higher power, yes, but humans don't know about it.
But if isn't there one simple thing to answer that? If there is a higher being, wouldn't you think that he must or if you believe the higher being created us, or it's just existing. If it's existing, we would have known about it, or in some way would have interfered with us. And if you say that
Yeah,
that
but
higher
not talk
being
to the
created
people
us,
in the past. Like, why has the being like shut up as soon as technology appeared?
because it's a test of life.
Now, like he talked to the people in the past, like the people who didn't even know about anything.
In
Like I feel
I don't
like
know.
like in the past, people it was easy for someone to make something up. Like someone could just come and tell you guys a story, and you guys have no way of proving. Like someone just comes and tells you that they turned water into wine. For goodness sake, Jamani. Ama they were killed and they resurrected on the third day. And they were flying with their arms apart. Ama they turned 5 loaves of bread and fed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves.
I get your point, but I don't know about Christianity much. But it's like for us in Islam, there's like a natural taqwa. First of all, you must have had the word of the messenger through someone's word, whoever it may be, whether an angel came, whether it was a human being, and it's like it's your choice. And in the Quran, God says, I've built you with a natural instinction to seek me out. One way or another, whether you say you are agnostic, you are atheist, one way or another, your soul has a natural inclination to find the truth. It's like it's attracted to it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
It's like even when you're being right here, you're curious about, you're trying to see something. If you already truly believed what you're saying, you wouldn't care, you would have just moved on, right? But you are somehow curious
Probably.
or seeking out the truth because it's your natural inclination to seek out the truth. It's in your soul. So when you hear a random man from the desert is calling you to our God, why will anyone believe him, right? But it's somehow, but it's like, why will anyone believe a random person saying all this thing all these years ago? But it still adds up because your soul wants the truth. It's attracted to it.
Okay, you know something? You remember Africans, they were just chilling in Africa, and then religion was brought to them by people from other continents.
Yeah.
Like people used to have their own beliefs in their own tribal gods.
Yeah.
Even Abraham's father, see, Abraham is Muslim. Before he was a moon worshipper. I feel like religion is just one of those, but people inside of it can't see it. It's just one of those beliefs humans hold on to.
You know, Lini, just a little. Let me just talk to Riz a bit on that. I just want to get his point on that. You know, there's something called evidence. There's something called reality. When you had not gone to school, you could not tell. Everything looked the same. If you are told there is a formula for water called carbon component combined with this one.
That's what I actually feel. That's what I actually feel. If you are being told religion from when you are a child, it will be hard for you to distinguish when you have grown up. Like it's something that will be built inside you, to grow inside you, it will find ways to stop your doubts.
That is why evidence is very important. You know, I mentioned about evidence that look, for example, let's go to the beginning. We all agree. I'm happy. First of all, we agree. You believe there's a supernatural power somewhere. That is good. At least there's some power somewhere, some God. Now we are not alone. Also, we have the physical world where we are talking, me and you. we have the spiritual ourselves, because we are from evidences that have also happened. Those who have died before, there's another life somewhere beyond the physical body, and that is why sometimes you can dream or have some things that I've shared before. But now, out of all this, what I really look for is evidence. For example, from the Muslim point of view, the fact that they believe that Muhammad defeated many people, many wars. I don't know whether the Ramans are among that. Was to many Muslims, that was the evidence that, look, now this guy is the one from Allah, because Allah has told him he will defeat these people, and he was able to conquer.
Even Moses defeated many also.
Yeah, he did. And therefore, that's what at least now you are on my line what I'm talking about. Look at Moses. Moses, when fighting according to the Bible, during the fighting with the occupants of the Canaan, in this case Israel, whatever place that they were supposed to, they fought and they defeated according to what's written. Yes. Akiekela hiyo fimbo, when he's putting up the
arms were held by the
yes, by holding that they win. When the hand comes down, they lose. And that was documented. In fact, that text is about 3,000 years ago, more than 3,000 years ago. Because if you look at the genealogy,
believe that you yourself?
There's something I believe in called supernatural power. Let me ask you, Riza. Let me ask you something. Which one is better? If you die now and you discover that there is a God somewhere on the other side, and you didn't recognize the God. No, listen first. You die now.
I've been asked that by so many.
No. I want. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to ask you?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
I believe I meet at the end. The God is real.
Not really. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I only meant to say, which one has got a higher chance? Believing there is a God and believing some God, you discover that day there is no God and you are lucky, or believing there is no God, and as soon as you die you discover, whoosh, there is a God somewhere here. And
I've told you I've grown up in religion.
Oh,
I
okay.
know the Bible
Okay.
from front to back.
Okay.
Perfectly. I've been baptized. I've received Holy Communion.
Okay.
I've gone through. I've done CRE in school, in high school.
Okay. I think you are cooked. You are cooked by the supernatural already, prepared for that. Maybe it's after you
so much about religion. Let me actually know there's a high probability this is all made up.
My belief is on the other side, that regardless of what, Muslim, Christianity, there is a God somewhere. My problem is one, that today, Riza, you start your own organization and say, look, this is the God has sent me, and therefore we try to follow you. Riza, we start following you because you said you were sleeping last night. You think God came to you, and therefore people should stop other religions and come and follow you because you think that.
Did you see Shakahola, sir? Did you see Shakahola?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Now you are talking. To me, that's what the problem is. That somebody wakes up tomorrow, he realizes he has no money, and he realizes the business in the church is big. People are going to give zakat, and they'll be able to get money. Yeah. So they take that as a business. But if you remove all those kind of initiation, starting or something like that, try to find out what you call evidence-based witnesses. Name them here and there. What's the reality? What is true? Maybe we can reach out to what it means, because we all want to. Who doesn't want to go to heaven? In any case, even atheists want to be heaven. Exactly. Everyone wants to go to heaven. Yes, Lini, come on.
I want to ask you something.
Yes, Lini.
That goes back to the core of Christianity itself, okay?
Yes.
And it's that you, Christianity, you don't put a limit on God, right?
No, we don't. We believe he's able to do
Why
anything.
is that you say that Jesus says blood has to be spilled?
Mm-hmm.
Or first of all, let's put aside the fact that whether we agree on whether it's a human or it's
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
let's put that aside. Let's just go with your belief.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that God will ask for blood to be spilled
Mm-hmm.
when He's so powerful that He can just say, I forgive you, and that's it?
Now, that's a good question. Bonalini. Let me ask you something. Because you come from a background which believes in a God, it's a very good question to ask. First of all, we agree. If you make a mistake, okay, let's start from the top. We believe God is very just, right? You know what the word just means? Justice, right? Now, what happens if you have a judge who is...
Sir.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
But I'm kind of running out of time, but I just have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
This concept of hell, do you agree with it?
Yes, I believe so. I believe there is a punishment. Let me call it that one. I believe there is a punishment for sin. That one, I believe that. But that punishment for sin...
That's what's actually used to hold people hostage in religion.
Okay. There's a point I was explaining is only that you didn't, maybe you didn't listen to that. Riza, before you go, just get this point on. That we all believe that God is very just, right? Lynn, I know you believe that. But Riz, you may never, you may not. But we believe that this supernatural power is very just. That is very just. It's not biased. It's not going to. So let's look at a scenario like real. I go and steal someone's television. I'm taken to court. If there is a judge who is very fair, what do you expect? I stole a television, therefore I should be jailed, right?
Yeah, the judge will give just sentences.
That's what I believe. If you are talking about the best of the, because when we say God, we look at the attributes at their best. If it is love, we expect the best love. If it is justice, perfect justice. If it is anger, he has the you can't compare his anger with anything. So you believe it's at the best.
God knows everything. Yeah, God
Absolutely.
is omniscient. He knows the past, the future,
Absolutely.
and the present.
Absolutely. So if a just person, if he's very just, somebody must pay for sins.
Sir.
Yeah.
An evil person, for example. So God just put someone here so that they can be a thief, so that they go and steal, so that they can be mob justice.
No, I don't believe that is the case. Do you know that if you bring a
But
thief
he
here,
knows that then you'll die.
yes, for him he can know. I don't deny
Say
that.
for 1 second.
Yes.
Riza, I think in Islam, first of all, and if you say right now, if you didn't do something, but you're going to do something, and before you did that thing, you are arrested for it and you are prosecuted for it, do you think it will be fair?
No.
Exactly, that's why it's the point of us being here right now. God could create us and immediately divide everyone. Those who are going to hell, and those who are going to paradise to paradise. But because it's not just those people who haven't gone to hell, don't have, they didn't do the sin yet.
Then why can't he not hold on? Why can't he just not create those people who are going to go to hell?
It's free will.
Yeah, but we have to agree also, Lynn, do we have what you call free will in Islam, or everyone has been predestined? There are people who have been created to go to hell. There are those who have been created to go to heaven in Islam, right?
Free will.
In Islam, do you have goodwill? That's the point.
Sorry?
In Islam, do you have free will?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, you will confirm that. I'll want, if you give me some evidence on that, not even if not today, I'll appreciate that. Confirming that it's free will, there is not predestination, that you're going to be somewhere. I will appreciate that. But on that note, Reese, before you go, I really want to understand this.
Lean.
Lynn, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you define who the Mujahideen are?
What's that?
Yeah, that's the question I'm asking. Do you know who those are, Mujahideen?
It's a good question. I'm also looking for it.
It is out.
Mujahideen. Yeah, I'm really interested to know that. Comes from an Arabic word. It means struggle. All right, the one who struggles.
It's not an Islam thing. It's more of a cultural thing within the Arab itself, because Arabs were already a community before Islam came. So it's a cultural thing. Because,
in fact, it says Mujahideen are a people who engage in jihad also.
Yeah.
And actually, as it says,
the jihad itself, as I said before, there's what's called the jihad of nafs and the jihad of war, protecting yourself is also a form of jihad. But there's also extreme in almost every religion in the world.
Mister, what are you reading? Ebu, read what you're reading.
Yes. Okay. Is reading something or what I'm reading myself?
What you are reading?
I'm reading the following. It says, Mujahideen is a person who exerts effort into brackets jihad in the cause of Allah, through spiritual, moral, intellectual, or physical struggle, working to spread goodness, justice, and truth, defending the Muslim community when attacked under legitimate authority, and following Islamic ethics of war. So it has to do with war, something like that. And strive for Allah with the striving due him. It's on Quran. Actually,
from what I've learned, these are the guys who can actually commit suicide bombing.
Oh yes. By the way,
The fact about that, it's like the extremes in every religion of the world. And those people who interpret, they take the Quran, they take what they want, and they leave the others.
do you believe in, Lynn, do you believe in a universal Muslim across the world?
Sorry?
Do you believe in universal Muslim? Everyone should be a Muslim.
Yeah, I think
Okay. According to your personal belief, what should happen to those who don't want to be a Muslim or don't not?
Remember when Osama said it is the duty of every Muslim to take care of a non-Muslim.
Sorry?
Osama and his group, they were saying it is the duty of every Muslim on the planet.
Okay, will you take the feeling of a terrorist or the actual Quran they pretend to follow? Because in the Quran it says anyone who takes an unjustly life, it's as if they are still all of humanity. Such a clear verse that says do not harm anyone, and also many other verses like that.
And what about the 70 virgins?
Huh?
Actually, that is.
Yeah, you're jumping around.
You're jumping. That's we need to go step by step on that, onto that.
Yeah,
So-
I'm telling you, anyone with extremes in a lot of religions in the world, specifically in Islam, most of these jihad are Western funded for whatever reason. And if they take what they want from the Quran and they leave the other parts. Any part that says do not harm anyone, and anyone who kills anyone unjustly, it's as if he has killed all of humanity. And many more verses like this, but those are the ones I can come up with. They leave out those verses in their version, and then they take their own versions and go to whatever they want.
Have you seen what's happening in Nigeria?
Sorry? Again,
Before
Nigeria.
is what is happening in Nigeria.
The president of America said he could go there.
Again, extremists don't have anything to do with Islam. They are doing their own thing. The Quran specifically states anyone who harms or takes a life unjustly.
Then they take the lives in the name of Islam.
But then they are wrong. If right now I misinterpret the Bible, and I see, first of all, there's a lot of what's called Christian jihadist group, or not jihadist, terrorist groups, or militia. They're also interpreting the Bible whichever way they want. If right now I quote on you and say that's what the Bible interprets word to word, will it be right?
Where the Christian militia?
But actually, no, you're right. Reason that I get your point. I get your perspective of the Muslim, especially in terms of the extremism and the like. We have to agree. Yes, Salini.
This guy, you ask, you can Google this, yes. There's this. Is this the Western Economic, the Lord's Resistance Group?
Yes, the Lord Resistance, I think.
Yeah, it's a Central African group.
Yes.
Who are massacring Congolese people who are mostly Christians in thousands, forcing them to work in camps. Seriously, you can look this up. They are forcing, killing all these people, and they label themselves as a Christian armed group.
Even Israel was butchering the Palestinians.
No. What I think we've gone round the same issue from corners, but we have not addressed what is the point behind it. In fact, Lynn, if I try to summarize it, what Riz is trying to put forward is that there seems to be more extremists from when someone joins Islam or from the Islam point of group than any other in the world, and that's why I think you mentioned various spots across the world all the way that wherever there have been unrest, people fighting all the time, they're carrying. Qualib is back. You're welcome. Qualib, you can join. Just make a request.
Religion has brought the most death.
Not just religion. I don't believe that. Hindus have not seen them doing being extremist so much on that.
Hindus are killing a lot of
I don't know. Okay,
ethnic people.
Okay, you give me evidence on that. The point I was saying is, according to Riza, there is a lot of extremism.
Pakistan and India.
That's Muslim still. One of them is an extreme Muslim. I don't understand that. Which one is which? One of them. I don't know which is which.
Still a religion thing. That's still a religion.
Yes, that it has something to do with religion somehow, because others kill for the sake of Allah, right? Yeah, that one we agree on that. Some people kill for the sake of Allah. Do you remember? No, there's something I want us to clarify, Nani, because now our interest most is to look at that. Because if I have to be a Muslim today, there are those things I must know. Those are things you need to know. Those are things I need to learn about. If I'm a Muslim tomorrow and I don't know about them, you see, is it true that I'll become an extremist? Is it true that I'll become hateful, full of vile, or looking at everyone else as the others and the Christians?
No. But being an extremist stems from being a Muslim.
No. Being an extremist comes from cultural stuff, not Islam. Islam, you're saying if I become an extremist, and you say you become a
think
Muslim.
someone like can literally jump from being Christian to being a Muslim extremist.
I think what Nani is using.
Like that radicalization.
Yeah, radicalization.
Happens of someone who already has Islam in their mind.
Not always, not always. Riz, that one I can tell you, not always. If you can remember well,
No, look.
that one is not true. Riz, I can give you an evidence.
You guys are like ignoring my points and making that clear.
Yeah.
When I tell you guys the Quran says anyone who harms or kills someone unjustly, it's as if he has killed all of humanity. It's a clear verse, not in the Quran, one of the early chapters. Why are you guys trying to make it seem it? Yeah?
Who is not just Riz, just a minute, Riza. Lynn, what Nani was what Riz was mentioning is that according to him, this is how he put it. If I understood it well, that it is from the Muslim where there has been a lot of extremists, with resulting a lot of extremists across the world. That is why he mentioned about the Al Qaeda. He mentioned about the some groups there. He mentioned I don't know, the Afghanistan or what, Taliban. He mentioned about the Nigeria issue, the Boko Haram. He mentioned about the call what, Hezbollah, something like that. He mentioned about Hamas and the like. Hamas, which these are all armed groups. You can call them armed parts of Islam. According to Riza, he had a belief that it is because of Islam that we have more than 15 groups who are dedicated to killing in the name of Islam, something like that. But you mentioned that there are also Christians who does the same in Central Africa. You call them, like, there's a guy called the Lord. Yeah, something like that. And Israelites. In fact, Israelites are not Christians. First of all, we have to agree. Those are Jews.
They are Jews.
They are Jews, exactly.
But Christianity stems from the Jews.
Not okay. There's something you need to understand. This about. I know, but you know what? Over 90% of Jews, they don't believe in Jesus. They still remain on the Torah belief. That's why they talk about the sacrifice.
The original belief, like they're going original, like over Jesus. Like Jesus believes in the things they believe in.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Searching up something. And I did this, if you Google it yourself, there's around 72 Christian militia group. If you can Google it yourself. And then it's like.
But they are not heard. We can't hear them. We can't feel them. Like, I feel Hamas louder than that. That's what mentioned about. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's like, how do I say it?
But you don't know any of them. You see, that's the problem. You don't know any of them.
But Africans know them. Do you know when Islam does something, for some reason the media amplifies it by 10 times or 100 times. Even most of these groups, they don't stem from Islam itself, like this Taliban group. Like, do you know, originally it started as a resistance to over 42 armies going to invading Afghanistan.
Yeah. About that.
Also, this starts off as a resistance against because you do guys will remember that Middle East was invaded by almost 60 countries, I think. You know, so most of this first of all came from resistance, and then they went on to do themselves.
Okay, a quick search.
Okay, I understand.
A quick search. Lini, according to Riza, this is what I found. A quick search. One study found that as many as 97 Islamic extremist groups were active in 2018, and more than 140 in 2 years immediately following. Then it says Kaendelea chini, studies show that attacks from Christian extremists or other non-Islamic extremist religious groups make up a very small percentage of global extremism. In conclusion, to the question, which religious traditions currently has more extremist fighting groups and active globally? The data indicate that Islamic militant extremist groups are more numerous, more active, and cause more fatalities across the world than Christian motivated extremists and fighting groups. Right, that's just, I think it's one study or something like that I'm looking at. May not be the true representation of everything, but it's just a quick search in terms of that kind of things. But that's not important. Let's look at the reality about the ground, what we need to do. Today, in my hands, I want to join. I want to be a Muslim. I'm told, somebody said a shahada. I do the good things. I do about jihad. That one you have to define. No, sorry. Zakat. Zakat and yes, just a minute, and also there's something.
Again, I don't know where you're going to understand. Jihad, like literally striving to not fall into sins. Jihad. How these people who take the Quran, interpret how they want, remove all the peaceful verses, and then they brainwash little boys who are in the Middle East, who are one by one.
Yes. Those are the ones who have destroyed.
That's not jihad.
That's right.
Defending yourself is jihad. If someone right now comes to attack and you defend yourself, you just did jihad. Do you understand? Sinning. Right now, when you're about to sin, you're about to commit a sin, and you move away from it, that's jihad.
But it's being misused. It is being misused in the world then. That's the point I could say. It's being misused.
Look, if you are Muslim,
yes,
and you believe, let's just say you are Muslim right now.
Yeah.
And God tells you will be tested in the Quran, right? Say, if you are the true religion, once you take all this difficulty, backlash and hatred that Islam faces in the world, do you think it's just a reason, or it just exists because it deserves it? Or do you think it comes in a form of testing?
You know, I was actually thinking later in my life to turn to Muslim.
What stopped you?
I'm just thinking, like, that's a thought. I'm feeling like I'll go into Islam.
Well, look, either you had the message and you have free will. You choose or you don't choose. But standing again, as I was saying,
you know, I was born Christian.
So look,
Colby,
what I'm saying right now is, do you think jihad is people who want the best for Islam doing 9/11 or doing all this bad terror attack? Do you think
I don't
push
think
people off Islam? Yes or no?
I don't think Muslims are jihadists, but jihadists are Muslims.
Repeat what you said. Repeat what you said, Riza. You don't think?
I don't think Muslims are jihadists, but jihadists are Muslims.
Okay, wow.
I don't think they are Muslims. Should I answer you why? The concept of Muslim, it's and you have to believe in the Quran as it is. You can't remove or add parts to it. If you take which parts you want, make your own book, brainwash little boys to follow it, funded by the West to be armed. Then do you think that's being Muslim when you change the entire book that was sent by God? You don't.
Who has changed? Who has changed that?
I want you to search up which book this jihadists follow. Most of the time, you find that all these verses that talk about peace and mercy, the conduct of war, Now, especially the one
They actually say the jihadists, they give people three options. Either you turn to Islam, you pay a tax, or they kill you.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I think.
The Quran. The tax has a name, I forgot.
Hello?
Jizya.
I don't think so.
Jizya. There's something called jizya. I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
Jizya. Could you explain that? Qualby is back. Qualby is back. Maybe you can just we can just get you in a little. Tell us something about that jizya. What is that?
Me or
Qualby. What is that jizya? Oh, okay. Lynn, if you know, you can just go ahead and explain to what that means.
It's the tax paid when the land is taken over by Muslims.
Do Muslims pay that tax? Or only Christians?
Muslims pay it in the form of zakat. Christians pay it in the form of jizya. But you keep your religion, you keep your safe and all that.
In fact, they protect you.
I want to say something earlier about that.
Yes, please, go ahead.
This jihad is new thing.
There's some sound? Let me see. Who is that? One of us has a microphone with some air. Okay. It's making it. Go ahead, sir.
I want to understand the topic.
The topic the topic is what you're seeing here. We have Yeshua, Jesus, and Muhammad. But we were looking at Riza had asked a question about jihadists, which we were trying to expound in both ways to understand what it entails. So Lini was explaining that. He was trying to explain the same. You get it?
It's not the Muslim religion.
What was the last question?
Jizya.
Oh yeah, jizya is that tax I said was paid by non-Muslims when they're in Muslim land. I might like it.
I actually feel like maybe people saying that the West funded the war. Maybe it's because they were sending the jizya to their churches in the Middle East.
No, bro. Do you know that? You should also go look this up. Do you know that the CIA, the former CIA head himself, admitted to himself? You can go look up the interview. He's funding the CIA and the American government, together with some other West countries,
Yes.
are funding almost all of these so-called jihadists. They are funding them and arming them. You should go look it up.
Why?
When say if you are like Muslim, then you believe in a test, right? Then how do I say it? Right now, if you are online, you do see a lot of how do I say it? People saying stuff, push back and hate against Islam, right? Do you think God will allow that to happen? Because how do I say it's a wrong religion, or because it's a test? Do you know how many people will have converted to Islam if not for that stuff?
So Islam themselves brought Islamophobia.
Sorry?
Muslims themselves
Yeah.
induced Islamophobia.
How?
Exactly, like from Islamophobia stems from these jihadist and terrorist activities.
But I thought we agreed
Like
that these people aren't
9/11.
Muslim and are being funded by terrorists. I thought we agreed on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, it's not easy to become Islam. Right now, it's like, how do I say it? A lot of turmoil and pushback, and a lot of people most of them are still converting. It's still the fastest growing religion, but it's also not very, how to say it, well seen. But if you see the truth and do research for yourself, you see that almost 99, if not all of the Islamophobia hates and bad comments that are associated with it are false and made up.
You know what, Colby? When
You said Allah said that Islam is the one untainted religion.
it is something I want yeah, that's where we are. Colby, on that line, the question that you're talking about people switching or converting to Christianity, people converting to Islam, where we get heading the borders, what's happening, what the differences. Before I chose the topic today of Yeshua and Muhammad and moving or wanting to be a Muslim, I had tried to find out online and I searched why will I be stopped from becoming a Muslim, or reasons why. There were a number of points that were listed, which are the same points I would have wanted you to clear. I know a number of things have been shared. I like Lini's point.
Can you specify?
Yes. I will mention them. Among them is something called takia, which I think it was number 3 or so, something like that, where people were listing like you can be told a lie to join Islam first. So you have to be sure that whoever talks to you is not using that takia, not to lie to you. So that, because this was saying there were many things that were listed, because I asked before anybody came on to guide me like Lynn is doing and you Colby raised maybe on the other side. I had typed what are some of the reasons that could make me not to be a Muslim or make a Christian not want to be a Muslim. They are listed among those things, including the takia is mentioned about that, killing infidels, Aisha, marriage with Muhammad, things to do with I think that I mentioned another one about sinners, that God is going to what wants you to sin, but he's telling me that it was meant to be encourage people to know that they are sinners, because the verse you already cleared that about the new. So those are the things that they are the reasons why I'm here. We share. Let's clear them up, because, for example, if tell us something about takia, it could be the person listing it was wrong. He didn't know about it. He mentioned something wrong on that. You are a person from inside who understands better. Is it true that a Muslim can lie to me to be a Muslim, and then they don't care what happens after? I mean, like, it's okay. It didn't explain. It's not well explained. What is takia? Anyone can go. Colby, Lini, anyone can just clarify on that, because you clarified quite a number of things, including that, including the Mujahideen and the others. What is this takia? And like, is there a concept in takia, or it doesn't exist? Here in your extremism or something like that. Lin?
Takia means like if someone is threatened, or like someone is in a place where Islamophobia is allowed, so that person can hide you live temporarily, but it's not allowed to live the religion. Not to lie to someone or to lie against someone, but that person is hiding his faith temporarily, into the religion.
So it is something that happens. It's allowed. I can lie. A Muslim can lie.
No, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this. Now I'm Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
I live in a world, I find an army towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Those army are they want to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
They ask me what's your religion,
Mm-hmm.
and I know if I say like I'm Muslim, they will kill me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will hide my faith temporarily, saying I'm not Muslim. Then when I leave them, but I will continue my religion. That's taqiyya.
Does it go beyond the war? Can it come like to home? Can I do takia to my wife? Can I convert someone to Islam by takia? What is the boundary? What is the limit? When can you lie? When can you not lie? Mm-hmm.
You can't say taqiyya to your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't convert someone to Islam using taqiyya. That is a lie, and Islam hates to lie a lot.
Okay. On the same note before, thank you for you only allowed that one, but also look at her now. Now, thank you. That's another difference I've seen. In Christianity,
Yes.
you are allowed. You in fact you become a martyr if you die in the name of God. That you don't deny God or Jesus in that critical moment. You are, in fact, you become a martyr. Let me use that word because of dying for the sake of Allah or for the sake of God in that. But you're saying in Islam, when it comes to a war and someone is trying to kill me because of my faith, I can tell them I belong to their faith for the sake of my survival. Is that right?
No. That's inside the war. If you are among the Muslim army,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like many of your brothers are coming towards you, you must fight. You can't say I'm among the Christian. No, you have converted really that time. But if you are innocent person who is working and then you find an army want to kill you when you are not an armed person, that time you can use taqiyya. But when you are in the army of Muslim, you can't use taqiyya.
Okay. So you only use takia if you're not a fighter. If you
If
don't,
you are innocent and you are saving your life.
you don't want to die. Okay.
Yes, but you are not in the army. You don't have anything to defend yourself.
Okay. I get you. I think that one differs slightly with the Christianity. For Christianity, you don't fight. You don't have to. Even fighting is not part of Christianity. You don't carry a sword. I know you don't carry a gun, but I know especially in many of the.
What is this happening in Sudan? This
Yes.
guy,
Yeah.
I don't know, Abubu or...
But let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
According to Sudan, all the extremists in Islam, first of all, they are not all extremists. Some are the Western powers like them because of using the Sharia laws.
Is there Sharia law in Sudan?
Yes?
Is there Sharia law in Sudan?
Yes.
Okay.
But those who are armed, they are not the real Muslims. They use Muslims to put people against Islam, to see like Islam are bad people. But those people are not the real Muslims.
Actually, it is Muslim fighting Muslim in South Sudan. Is that correct?
In Sudan.
Yeah.
It's not a war, bro.
Okay.
It's how do I say it? An armed group killing the Muslims of Sudan.
But the armed group is also associated with Islam, right?
They aren't associated with Islam. Have you seen the videos of them?
No. I've not seen really a lot, but
Usually, they're using those words. Even they are mocking God by using His greatest name, saying Allah Akbar.
It's about this guy, Abu Lulu.
mm-hmm.
Lulu.
Abululu.
Is Abdullah a Muslim?
Now, he officially
Riza is
they are using
Abdullah.
Allahu Akbar to mock Islam.
There's one of the famous TikTokers, the lady. I think I don't know. She's called.
Abululu. He's Arab. I don't know, but he's Arabic.
Oh, okay.
He's Arabic.
Yeah.
So he's probably a Muslim, not a Christian. He's from Arab, most likely. He's a
Wait,
Muslim.
all Arabs are not Muslims.
That's why I said most likely. I didn't say that he must be. I said most
Yeah,
likely.
most likely he will be
So he's likely a Muslim. Okay. And
Yeah.
is
Abululu
Abdullah?
is probably a Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a Muslim. They're fighting who? Who is he fighting with?
The innocent people.
Really?
Yeah, Abululu is Abululu is doing
He's
something
the
very
man
bad.
who was lining up a woman and the children.
Oh yes. The,
Let me tell you something.
the famous video.
In Islam, like Abululu will directly go to hell. That's what we say. If you kill one person who's innocent, intentionally, then you go to hell. So Abululu and his friends will go to hell. That's
So
what.
he sacrificed himself.
Yes?
He sacrificed himself. What do you mean?
No, he didn't sacrifice. That person is he's a wrong.
Because
Because
it's
then
like he was ready for something. It's like it was an agreement of some sort.
Like a substance.
Wait, that point is not very clear even. Who are fighting in Sudan? For sure, that one I don't have much information about it, but I know there is some kind of Islamic Islamic environment around, and like who is fighting who?
Yeah. Then Islam, Muslim,
Sudan, Nigeria.
No, in Sudan. Let's work with Sudan first. What is happening in Sudan?
Muslim and Muslim groups are fighting. But one are correct and the others are wrong.
Yes, doctor. Hello. Okay. Now, so in Sudan, do we have a government in Sudan, right? There's a government.
Yeah.
There is Abululu guy.
That's Abbas and Hamas.
Is he a government?
No.
So
It's not among the government, it's among the Ras.
sorry. This was my point, friends and the like. One, if I have to be a Muslim, it's important to know what I'm getting into, so that you don't make a mistake. And there's nothing wrong with the discussion, because we are learning a lot. Like me, I've learned quite a number of things. I know others have not been shared. We will not talk about the others. We shall discuss maybe them today or another time. Because as I mentioned, I mentioned about 3 of them. Chizia, Nani raised and asked about that one. You said it is money paid by non-Muslims. Muslims pay zakat, and therefore, if you're a Christian, like, what about the humiliation part? Does that exist? Because when I search the jizya, I see that it's supposed to be a humiliation tax. Is that correct?
It's not a humiliation tax.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can, however, everyone can interpret it however they want, but if you paying that tax during a time of war, Muslims will defend you. You will not be harmed in any way. You can continue practicing your religion. Is that in any way humiliation?
Okay. There's some person who was mentioning about the jizya from, I cannot recall his name, but he mentioned about jizya, how bad how bad Christian must suffer or something like that. I don't know about whether you can get the video, but is an imam who said about look, if you find him, he has good clothes, you take them away. If you have a good head, you take it away. You find him on the road, let him pass another road. He should be wearing bad clothing so that when the child grows, he says, I want to be a Muslim, I don't want to be a Christian. Something like that. How true is that? Is that guy part of the Muslim guy? Is that?
Let me tell you.
Yes.
In Islam, then it's not allowed to break churches that existed. And those people you are listening to, we have those terrorist groups.
Yes.
The Al-Shabaab. Talks about those things. We hate a lot of Christianity, but Islam says to be friends. Like those, if you listen to the imams from those terrorist groups, those people will like you. You can't say to steal. Even if you steal, you will face a lot of consequences.
Okay, so it means, therefore, we don't have a unified. Wait, let me understand something. Is it depending on where the type of Muslim? Because I understand that there are also, even Muslims have got different types. We have types. Is that true? Yeah.
I'll be 1 second. To put it simply. Okay, finish that.
So I was talking about that. Yeah.
Where the difference comes from, it's like who is the successor after the Prophet died.
Yeah.
Other than that, there is no argument in the Quran. There's no other version. There's no argument, and there's no argument in the Hadith. The only difference comes from who was the successor after the Prophet died.
So what is, which groups do we have therefore?
Sunni and Shia.
Only?
I think there's also a few groups, but I don't know.
Hiyo inaitwa Salafi ni gani? Salafi? What are Salafis?
Salafi. What is that?
Maturity? As in, yani, are there many other groups beyond the Sunni and Shia? Do you have, for example, which group believes in the 12th Imam? I don't know the name of that because I've been studying to try to understand which one is better. The one understanding Mahdi, something like Mahdi is coming at 12th Imam. Which one is it? Is it the Shia or the Sunni?
Mahdi is
both.
Mahdi,
yes. Mahdi, that's the word. Mahdi, yes.
Yeah, Mahdi is a just ruler who will emerge out of, how do I say it? He's a human, he's a descendant of the prophets. He will be a just ruler who will unite the Ummah.
So is this believed in both Sunni and Shia or just a Shia?
Both, it's believed. But I think there's this other minor group who claim to be Muslim but aren't, by definition, who believe is Jesus.
Yes, actually, wherever I was reading it was being resembled to be like Jesus, something like that.
Yeah, but we also asked, do you know that after the Mahdi comes, we still believe that Jesus will return to after the Mahdi. But this time will become to correcting the people. Yeah.
Now, a quick one. Talking about that while stay there. You are a Sunni or a Shia?
Sunni.
Sunni. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the, apart from the, you said the difference is in terms of the, I didn't get it properly. What's the difference between the Sunni and Shia? And Kwalbi, you are a Shia or a Sunni?
I'm Sunni.
Oh, so both of you are Sunnis. Does it mean Sunni is better than Shia?
No. We are all good.
Again, if you
Go
go
to the same mosque, we read the same Quran, we use the same prophet, all we are same. But small minor differences.
All right. Is it true that there are groups that fight each other? Yeah. Is there a group that fight within that?
I don't think so.
No.
There is this gentleman called Rashid. You heard about him? Rashid, I don't know. Is it Rashid? The one who defends the Sunni a lot. When I was studying, you know him? Rashid? Is it called Rashid? A famous defender of the. Okay, good. That's no problem, right? Okay, so therefore Sunni, Shia, they are all the same. There's nothing wrong with that. You can just choose any if you have to choose that.
You don't have to choose.
All right. You just.
By definition,
Mm-hmm.
it's like how do I do it? At the end, you still follow the same Quran.
Mm-hmm.
You still follow the teachings of the Prophet.
Mm-hmm.
The difference comes from who will succeed at the end. That literally useless. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know the difference. Who will succeed the Prophet after the
will
life.
come. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So if between Jesus and Muhammad, given your honest comparisons, whom could you say is better than the other in terms of our human?
You can't say that. They
Yeah.
are both honest prophets of the God. They're both prophets in our eyes. So we can't say one is better than the other.
Okay.
Both went through suffering.
Mm-hmm.
I think, unless the crucifixion part, I believe that Jesus suffered, and at the same Muhammad suffered and was persecuted and how do I say it, exiled too. So it's the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I get you. But Muhammad, I mean, Jesus is alive up to now. I think we mentioned that at the beginning of the discussion.
Yeah,
That
Jesus.
Jesus, but Muhammad is not.
Muhammad, yeah,
He's dead.
no. He's dead, but his soul is also in heaven with the other prophets.
Mm-hmm.
There's this story of Isra and Miraj,
Mm-hmm.
where the prophet went on a journey up to the seventh heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And that journey,
Mm-hmm.
he did meet all the other prophets, starting from Adam and Noah up to the last prophet of Jesus. And it's in the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
It's our Miraj, if you look it up. So we believe that's the same place where the prophet is.
So Muhammad met those people. However, he's dead now, as we talk, right?
No, his soul is with the prophets.
As in, at least we are okay. Explain to me to understand, please, because at least we are in agreement that Jesus we know is alive. That's okay, because if the Quran talks about it,
And
I don't know.
all the other prophets
Mm.
are dead. Their
Even
bodies
Jesus
are
is dead.
No, listen to me a second. All the prophets are dead, body-wise. Their bodies are on earth. The only prophet that was alive in both body and spirit is Jesus.
Okay. So okay, okay. I'm happy. At least in Islam, the Jesus is there. The same. Talking about why is he favored? Is there a reason why he has this kind of favors bigger than anything else? Because look, him is alive when all other prophets are dead. In fact, you mentioned all others are not alive. Let's use that word.
First of all, and I think in the Quran, God says each prophet was given the choice which life they wanted to live and which whether they wanted to die or not. There's prophets like Adam who lived for over 1,000 years.
Mm.
The man also 1,000 years. Solomon also over 1,000 years. And then Prophet Muhammad given the choice to die at when he was written for it.
But they died eventually.
God, yeah.
They eventually died.
Once he died.
That's the name that they eventually died.
Yeah. It's God honored Jesus because he didn't want to be purified, so he took him to the seventh heaven before he was crucified.
Actually,
because God plans for Jesus to return.
Okay, what is he coming to do? Again?
He's coming to correct the message. And there's, I think you should Google it. There's, he says when he returns, people will call on to him and say, God has done. And he will correct them and say, I am nothing but a messenger to God.
So he's just a messenger, but he's alive. So seventh heaven belongs to God, right? That's where God is, and that's where Jesus is.
God isn't found in anywhere. He isn't with God.
Okay. Oh, so he's just okay. He's in heaven. Okay. So wait. Seventh heaven. I thought seventh heaven. Wait. Is it in the Quran where the reason why? If I'm a Muslim, the reason why God must come to the is it seventh heaven or to the lowest heaven to every night? The lowest heaven. So where is he coming from? Which heaven is he? Where before he comes to the seventh heaven? Oh, sorry, not the seventh heaven. Becomes the lowest heaven.
Again, most of this I don't know fully sure, but I'm pretty sure God is above the seventh heaven. His throne is above the seventh heaven, and descends every night.
Yeah, that's another point. Thank you for mentioning. Actually, I've just remembered. Help me finish this thing. God can hear prayers anytime. I mean, it doesn't have to come to. Can you explain to me why that coming down to seventh heaven, to lower heaven, to hear those who are listening to be given a blessing, so that you have to wake up early at 5? How do you explain it? How do I understand it as how do I explain it? For example, say God has to wake up.
I think. Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead.
How it's like to hear your words directly. That's what God does sense. To feel closeness to you. And that's why one of the is specifically in the Quran. When a servant lands his master, he's near him, he's trying to do better.
Wait a minute. Repeat. I didn't get that. If you don't mind, you can just say it again. Okay.
To be closer to you.
Oh, be closer to me. Okay. All right. I think I get that. That's all right. And what happens if you don't have a mosque next to you? What do you do? What do you do if you have no? If you want to be a Muslim, you have no mosque. Because
you don't need a mosque.
Tell me.
You can just pray at home. Remember, God isn't bound by the mosque. God, and our house is basically God's house metaphorically. You don't need to be. It's recommended to go to the mosque to show unity. But you can pray at home. Just a clean space, and that's it.
All right. Okay.
Friday prayers are supposed to go to the mosque.
Oh, the Friday one. But what happens? Because the Friday one you have to go to the mosque. Like in the rest of the others, you don't have to go to the mosque, right?
It is very good, almost mass, but it is not too mass. Like you will not be accepted if you don't go. But men is very, very recommended.
Okay.
To go to a mosque.
Is there something like baptism? Do I have to get baptized before you get your name?
No. When you come to Islam,
I think you already saying the Shahada earlier. That's all is needed.
Oh, la ilaha. Okay.
There's no God but Allah. Muhammad is his last messenger. That's it.
All right.
You will become like a born baby if you take the Shahada. There's no sin for you.
All right. Oh, great. That's great. And I think that I got those two answers also. That's okay. Did Jesus sin? And did Muhammad sin?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
But God forgive them. Like Muhammad when he was saying he didn't have even a single sin. God told him that I have forgiven you the past and the after.
Also meaning he had a sin.
Yeah.
Okay, I looked it up. In Islam, all prophets are divinely protected from sin.
Yeah, there is that what Kwalibi just said about God forgave him his sins, so meaning he just cleansed them. The same thing with Jesus, no sin.
Yeah. No prophets forgiven.
Right, I think that is cool. That makes it all. And I think which one else have I not used? Oh, infidels. What is that? Kill the infidels. Does that work in Muslim? At what stage do I have to use that word? Kill the infidels.
Oh, bro, calm down.
Alhamdulillah. Tell me, understand.
You don't need to harm anyone, because if you harm anyone unjustly, it's as if you were harming all of humanity. It's one of the early verses of the Quran. So when these like bad people or people who take the Quran out of context do that, it doesn't mean you have to follow them. What you follow is what God has commanded you.
Okay, so those who do that, or who have that bias, or those who came up with those words, are part of the extremists you are talking about, right?
Yes.
Right, great. I think that is probably to all. The last one is what is it? Okay, this one of Aisha, I think I will be able to get it somewhere. Is it true that Islam, I am allowed to marry a pre-adolescent girl?
I don't think so. There's no way to say that.
Okay.
Do you know, if you believe, first of all, 1400 years ago, short lifespans, and also God directly influenced the wives of the prophets. Do you know that also, despite what the Western media is saying, Aisha was also a general. She was a general.
A general?
She led people to battle.
No, not later life. I'm saying in terms of...
No, right after he died. So when they are saying that Aisha was married, can you believe someone with the eyes of 12 led many successful battles?
Well, why is it appearing as one of the things that Christians face challenges when they are converting to Islam? Why is it coming up? I mean, are there writings somewhere saying she's big, she's not a child, or something like that, and she led a war like that? What you're telling me, like that specifically?
You know, in the Quran, the Prophet's family accept him by a few times. No, they weren't mentioned. So this Aisha thing comes from hadiths and historical what people wrote down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's okay. I think that it's historical. Much of it we have just spoken word to word. We haven't even maybe discussed anything much, but I think I want to believe that what you are answering, or the facts that you are giving are right, because as I said, when something come up, there are reasons for that probably, or something happened, or some issue somewhere. I need to know. I want to know why it has been listed as one of the things that are causing are one of the hindrances which make people have issues with that. How about females? Are they? Is there an issue of female? Okay, that's not my issue because I'm a man. I'm not a female in the first place. So what happened about female? Do they have rights? Are they suppressed? Are they beaten? Are they? Is this something that is real about that?
First of all, I'm pretty sure in the Quran, there's a part that talks about you can't harm your spouse, whether wife to husband or husband to wife. And then also the issue of stress. When I say that people take Islam out of context, the religion itself is perfect. But the people, humans are flawed. They will take what they want. Afghanistan, although it's a Muslim, in our place. But do you know the wife of the Prophet, the first wife, was one of the earliest successful businesswomen?
Yeah, before he became a prophet, right?
No, even after, she was still a very successful businesswoman. No. And then, do you know, you can Google it, I think so.
Okay. I get you. So there is nothing supporting, there is nothing forcing people to that. Yes?
Oh yeah, also, higher concept of university. There was a Muslim woman, a bit period after the Prophet's passing. She's the one who established the first ever recorded university, even before the West. So when I say Islam promotes women doing their own thing, but humans are flawed, and it's in them to oppress.
Then there are many people taking advantage of. There are so many people taking advantage of Islam to be able to because when the courts start listing, as you're saying, those people taking advantage are quite a number. It's quite a number, including. By the where are you from? Which part of the world are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Turkey. Oh yeah, the Turkey next to Syria. I know. Next to Syria, I see. Your government was something happened the other day. We had a change of government. Now you have a new guy in power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. After the takeover on that, I see.
What did you mean by people take advantage of Islam?
So you're saying the reason why these items are coming up is because, for example, Aisha, kill the infidels, the groups which are extremists, which you just mentioned, but a few in terms of the Hezbollah, is it Hamas and the one. It's people the Osama thing and the 9/11 or something like that. The Israel thing of mad of the Mujahideen, all those are extremists who are taking Islam out of
personally, I think if you believe, first of all, just like we believe that because when the devil refused to bow to Adam, when he was told to bow and refused, and he promised to take people to hellfire with him as soon as he can.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I think one of the ways in today's world, many people in this situation you are mentioning, in which Islam is taken out of context or extremitized. Do you know that many people would have converted unless it's for that stuff? And I believe that Allah allows it because, first of all, it's a test. If anything is served to you in a gold platter, then it can't be really a test. Everyone has to look through all this mess, all the Western propaganda, to see what Islam is truly for themselves.
I get you. No, it's okay. Thank you so much. I think, Lynn, you've been very helpful. A lot. I think we've covered quite many topics. I think a big exchange.
No problem.
I really appreciate that, and I believe probably we keep sharing, we keep talking. Yeah, everyone wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. So if you get the best reason or something like that, I mean, who are you to stay on the fence? And then we are not living this world forever. We're just living a few days. Therefore, I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I hope also your country remains safe. I know that time there was a lot of killings. I follow a lot. I watched a lot from that side during that time when the faction that took over power were fighting with the other guys before the Russians took the equipment and left. I remember that time. It was very tough for you guys, but I wish you the best.
And also,
yeah.
You're welcome to Islam anytime.
Thank you so much, Lenny. Appreciate and be blessed, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.